Well, the Indian Army has neutralized 110 terrorists in 2014 as against 65 in 2013. Army Chief General Dalbir Singh, while addressing media persons, said that terror camps across the border are intact. Army Chief also said that Pakistan is supporting the war in Jammu and Kashmir despite their own problems. Indian forces are also keeping a close watch on the spillover of militants from Afghanistan.
It is my proud privilege to be interacting with you all today on the occasion of Army Day 2015. I also take this opportunity to convey very sincere thanks for your support to the Indian Army in all its endeavors, be it military operations, natural disaster, or even nation building efforts. You are a very vital link between soldier and the society. Soldier guards the borders, provides safe and secure environment, whereas you on your part work tirelessly to find the correct information, the truth. Both the Indian Army soldiers and the media are very vital for national security as well as development. Our threats and challenges have been growing because of both in intensity as well as in commitment, because of the active borders that we have. Now I'll touch upon firstly the situation in J&K. As you are aware, the assembly elections in J&K were conducted very successfully. In fact, in last so many years, so far in fact, the turnout has never been so good. It has been highest, 76%, which is 21% higher than the previous years. In certain areas, like for example Taral, earlier it was 1.4% turnout, and this time it was about 30 or 39%. Sopur, it was 4.6 in the previous election. It was again 30 or 39%. But overall, achieving 76% has been fantastic. And this has happened not just like that. It has happened because the security situation was created to the extent that the public, the people of the area, they felt confident. They were confident to come out and vote. And for that, it was the effective grid that we established, the CI grid. And all the security forces, army and other security forces, they worked tirelessly, not for weeks, but months before the election, to make sure that we achieve a stable, secure situation to conduct the assembly elections. And you must have seen the previous records also. This time in 2014, we have had highest elimination or neutralization of terrorists. 104 by army and another 6 by other security forces. Total 110 terrorists were neutralized in 2014, as against 65 in the previous year. Therefore, the effectiveness of the security forces is the reason, as also the confidence which people had in security forces.
Editor Gaurav Sawant is now joining us with more details. Gaurav, the number of terrorists neutralized in 2014 is almost double that of 2013. Now, did the Army Chief give any indications as to whether the number of infiltrations have increased, or has the Army's success rate in neutralizing terrorists gone up?
In fact, General Dalbir Singh was very specific that there was no drop in infiltration bids from the Pakistan side, but he said that the anti-infiltration obstacle system that had been put in place had resulted in fewer number of successful bids, and that is why perhaps terrorists had now shifted focus from the LC to the international border area, and that is why the firing and shelling along the international border has increased in the recent months. And he gave specific instances of how firing was in Purnia because Pakistan was trying to push in terrorists from that sector. Now, I asked him a specific question whether there had been a change of heart Pakistani side post the Peshawar incident, and it was a very specific question, and to which he replied that on ground, actually, there was no change of heart just as yet, but we will have to wait and watch for more time any change of heart on the Pakistani side.
Also, Gaurav, how will the army continue to tackle ceasefire violations from across the border? Did the army chief shed any light on that?
He did. In fact, he said that there was absolute freedom that the commanders had on ground to respond in the manner they thought. And in response to another question, which of course was with other commanders, one of the commanders said that their strikes had of late only intensified in the sense that it was more punitive action. The moment Pakistan violated ceasefire, whether along LC or the IB, the response was to punish Pakistan. The response was disproportionate to ensure that, one, they do not push in more terrorists, and two, they do not try and casualties on the Indian side. The change in dynamics now is, should there be violation from the Pakistani side, they will be punished for it.
Gaurav Sawant, many thanks for getting us those details.